If you hate budgeting, this video might actually change the way you manage money forever, because I'm about to show you the best financial tools that make budgeting feel almost invisible. Now, I know you've probably watched videos that throw affiliate links at you and hype up apps they're getting paid to promote. That's not what this is. I don't get a dime from any of these tools, which means I'm going to be brutally honest. And the last tool I'll share solves a problem that messes up most people's finances without them even realizing it. All right, let's dive in. For the first tool, I want to talk about Monarch Money. Think of it like if Mint and YNAB had a smarter, cleaner, grown-up baby. Monarch's dashboard shows your net worth, all your accounts, spending trends, without making you feel like you're working an Excel job. It's not for tracking every dollar. It's for people who want clarity without the clutter. I first used it during a time when I was managing multiple income streams, and it let me see the big picture at a glance. No effort. That kind of mental ease is gold. Next up, Copilot. This one's for iOS users, and it's probably the most effortless budgeting app I've ever tried. It learns your patterns and categorizes your spending automatically. No manual entry nightmares. What stood out to me? It sends push notifications when you're close to overspending in a category, but in a way that doesn't feel guilt-trippy. It's like a money coach that doesn't yell. Now, if you're someone who hates spreadsheets but wants total control, Tiller Money is a weird but powerful option. It's like Excel or Google Sheets on autopilot. It pulls your transactions into a clean sheet and categorizes everything based on rules you set. I used this when I was consulting and needed to split expenses by client, and it was shockingly accurate. You don't need to be a spreadsheet nerd to use it, but if you are, this thing's a dream. Okay, here's something you probably haven't heard. Simplify by Quicken. I know, Quicken sounds like a dinosaur, but Simplify is modern, fast, and ridiculously good at projecting your future balances. It shows what your money will look like weeks from now, based on recurring income and bills. That forecasting helped me avoid going into overdraft during a tight month without even opening a calculator. If budgeting gives you anxiety, future visibility is one of the best ways to get peace of mind. Here's a tool that flips everything. You need a budget, YNAB. Now I'll be real. YNAB isn't for everyone. But if you've tried everything and still feel out of control, YNAB's method forces you to give every dollar a job. It's manual, yes, but if you stick with it even for a month, you'll start seeing your money differently. I used it for 3 months after a major financial reset, and it honestly reprogrammed how I think about spending. All right, now this last tool might be the most important. Truebill. Now called Rocket Money, it's less of a budgeting app and more of a cleanup crew. It finds subscriptions you forgot you were paying, tracks price hikes, and even negotiates lower bills for you. One time, it canceled a $12.99 monthly charge I hadn't noticed for 8 months. That's money back in your pocket, zero effort. And here's the thing people miss. The best financial tools for people who hate budgeting aren't about spreadsheets or categories. They're about saving your time, giving you clarity, and removing friction. You're not lazy for hating budgeting. You just haven't had tools that respect your time. If you made it this far, I've got one last tip. Don't get sucked into using 5 different apps. Pick one that fits your brain and stick with it for 30 days. That consistency alone will give you more insight than hopping between tools. If you got value from this video, subscribe to support content that's honest, commission-free, and built to actually help you, not sell you.